Good morning, all of you. Today we will learn how to present your self introduction in interview. The key intention of an interviewer while asking, "Tell me about yourself," is to know about the candidate in a brief manner and then follow up with questions related to the job application and role. Please watch complete video to get better results. And also requesting you all to like the video so that it will reach more people. Please subscribe our channel for more videos related to career development. The first impression is the last impression, and once you nail your introduction in the interview, or answer customary HR interview questions before that, you have got some extra brownie points. This video brings a comprehensive checklist of everything you must focus on in your introduction in an interview. How to introduce yourself in interview. Key points. Mention these key pointers in your self-introduction in an interview. Who you are, name, where you are from, some personal background, walk me through your experiences. What have you studied, educational qualifications. Focus on your work, past achievements in job, internships, and workshops and achievements related to the interview. Any professional training or experience. Additionally, some hobbies or interests. The moment you are escorted to the interview room, you start panicking and thinking about all the possible questions and answers you could frame in that short period of time. However, we often ignore the importance of the very first question about our introduction in the interview. Just sit back and note down the following pointers on how to ace self-introduction. Dress appropriately. Appearance plays an important role when meeting someone new. Choosing what to wear to an interview will represent, in part, who you are to those you'll be meeting. Different offices have different dress codes, so you'll want to do some research on the company culture before you go to your job interview. For example, a financial consultant interview will likely require a more formal dress than that of a tech startup. If you are unsure, reach out to your recruiter or office contact beforehand and ask. This shows that you are paying attention to the details and care about making the right impression. Erring on the side of professionalism is safe. Here are a few tips. Be yourself. What you wear is a part of who you are, so use it to communicate your personality where appropriate. Keep the focus on you. Try and avoid distracting visuals like extravagant jewelry or busy prints to ensure your interviewers pay attention to your conversation. Be comfortable. Being professional doesn't mean you have to be uncomfortable. Make sure you are feeling good in your clothes when you leave the house. Prepare what to say. After you've got the visuals down, plan on the first few speaking moments of your introduction. Confidence is equally important as you begin to verbally introduce yourself, so apply the same principles as you begin talking with the person at hand. To establish a solid foundation, boldly state your name. Don't be afraid to speak up. You'll want to avoid making people struggle to hear your name or ask for it again. A solid volume shows you're confident, excited about the opportunity, and want to be respectful of your time. Begin by greeting the interviewer. Meeting and greeting is an important part of the assessment during an interview. The initial few minutes of greeting each other let the interviewer get an idea of how confident you are. First, greet the interviewer with a big smile and go for a handshake. Describe yourself stating your full name and a brief introduction. Just give a small detail about your family. Always keep your body relaxed with confident body language. Maintain an eye contact with them and nod at appropriate times. This should initiate the process of introduction in the interview. Include your educational qualifications. After you introduce yourself with your name and other basic details, brief the interviewer about your educational qualifications. Although you would have already mentioned it in your resume, Yet you are required to give well-rounded details about what have you studied. Be honest about your achievements and ensure that you are not sounding overconfident while talking about your feats. Elaborate on professional experience, if any. For all the experienced candidates, it is vital to mention all the particulars of your previous work experiences and all that you learned and achieved during that time. Talk about the internships and workshops you have attended. While giving your introduction in an interview, the evaluator keenly notes your educational and work experience details. On the other hand, for freshers, your educational background and ACA are a big asset. Mention your hobbies and interests. Do not hesitate to take the conversation to an informal tone. Subsequent to experiences, do mention your hobbies and what interests you the most, professionally and personally. Be careful not to glide much into informality and maintain the essence of an interview. Be prepared for follow-up questions. After you introduce yourself in an interview, be prepared to answer the follow-up questions. Hiring professionals ask these questions to test your honesty and integrity. A series of questions related to what you said in the introduction can reveal whether you were being honest or not. Thus, try to be as real as you can while introducing yourself in the interview and be prepared to answer these questions. Thank you for watching the full video. All the best for your career. Team DTV